Yes, my viewers and subscribers. Whole lot of things going on, my peeps. Welcome back to another video. So yesterday, we would have seen that breaking news from CWI that they are currently in search of a new coach for the women's team. Simply means that they are parting ways with Courtney Walsh. Didn't get a chance to touch on it yesterday, so I am going to go through the release and then I will give you my opinions in between. Also gonna take a look at former West Indies player Deandra Dottin and the former West Indies captain Stephanie Taylor. Both ladies did pretty well in the games that they would have played a couple days ago. So I'm gonna go through that. So just make sure you watch until the end so you can hear all of this plus more. And if you have not yet subscribed, I have no idea what you are waiting on. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell, so once a video goes up, you will be notified. Alright, so let us kick things off with this bombshell that was dropped. Well, I don't know if I should call it bombshell, but this news came out yesterday from the office of CWI, and they made it clear that they will not be renewing Courtney Walsh's contract. So Courtney Walsh alongside his team, they will be replaced. So CWI is now advertising for the women's position, the head coach for the women's team. They're advertising for head coaches for the test team and also for the white ball team where the males are concerned. So I tell you my peeps, it's definitely a big change up. We will see at least 3 coaches, and then their backroom staff will also they will also have to name a backroom staff. So I'm just gonna go through this release that was sent out yesterday, and I will work my way through. So the headline says, Cricket West Indies to recruit new head coach for West Indies women's team. So the article starts and it says, Cricket West Indies, CWI, will shortly be starting the process to recruit a new West Indies women's team head coach. Right? After taking the decision not to renew the contract of women's head coach Courtney Walsh and technical assistant coaches Robert Samuels and Corey Collymore. They went on to say this follows a review of the senior women's team performances and program. So we know Courtney Walsh took over the team recently, and I must say they haven't really produced. I spoke about this a couple weeks ago, and probably about a month or 2 ago on a live show, and I was, it's not like I was making excuses for him or anything, but I was saying that, he took over the team at a time when the team was really breaking apart. We would have seen Deandra Dottin stepping aside, retiring. Actually, we would have seen Anisa Mohammed deciding that she wanted to go on a break. And then we had quite a few of the ladies out injured. People like Stephanie Taylor, Connell, and a couple of the ladies that are usually starters. We played quite a few games without them, so we went on a long winless streak. So it wasn't too good for Courtney Walsh. So let me just continue. So it says during Walsh's tenure, which started in October 2020, he oversaw home and away series wins to Pakistan and secured a semi-final spot in the 2022 ICC Women's 50 Over World Cup. But, apparently it's definitely not enough. So CWI Director Jimmy Adams, he is the one that actually broke the news. And this is what he had to say, and I quote, "We are very grateful for the contribution of Courtney and his technical team over the past 2.5 years. And we wish them all the best going forward." They say CWI remains committed to our international women's program and will now be focusing on recruiting a new head coach and a technical support team. They say an interim technical support team will be put in place during the recruitment period. So I am assuming that over the coming days or weeks, we will hear who this interim or who will be a part of this interim team as they continue to search. I mean, they have been searching. Well, I don't know if they find somebody for the males team. They haven't announced it as yet, and we have been out of a permanent coach since the tour of South it wasn't the tour of South Africa. Yeah, so we had Andre Coley doing Zimbabwe and South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. So, Phil Simmons has been out for a while. He announced shortly after the World Cup, that he would be leaving. And as I said, Andre Coley did both the two last series that we had, and we still haven't heard anything. Right, let me just read the latter part of what is here on the CWI website. They say further information on the recruitment process will be provided in the coming weeks, with the coaching roles being critical for the development of women's cricket in the West Indies. They went on to say, where am I? So in the West Indies, they say in recent years, CWI has significantly increased investment into the women's game at every level, focusing on deepening the talent pool within the Caribbean and producing the next generation of West Indies women's players. So that is what they are saying. They are working on it. They are looking to fill the gap. So in the coming weeks, we will hear who will be the person are the persons in charge of making sure that everything goes well until they are able to name their new coaching team. So there you have it, my peeps. To put my personal thing in it, I cannot say that, boy. I can't say I don't understand. I won't say that I don't understand. It's not like he was sacked halfway through. His contract is up and they decide not to renew it based on what they see going on the field, and as they say, the program that is being how the program is being run. I would have given my opinion already as relates to why I think they have been the team hasn't been successful or anything. In the I think one at a time they went something like 10 or 11 games straight without winning. So that's definitely not good. That's not something as a coach that you want under your belt. As I said, quite a few senior players were out. They had to be, throwing things around, and then they named a new captain. So it was really a lot of, the team wasn't settled or anything. So we're just going to continue to monitor that one and see how things will work out for the West Indies team going forward. Alright, so the last two things that I want to talk to you all about, we see where Deandra Dottin actually produced a player of the match, and she in the process she was able to outshine her former teammate Hayley Matthews, right? So she helped the Barmy Army to victory. Yeah, man. So they say retired West Indies all-rounder Deandra Dottin struck an half century and also grabbed 2 wickets to help her team, the Barmy Army, to a 17-run victory over Hayley Matthews Warriors in the Frere Break International here yesterday. So I guess this game was played yesterday or a couple days ago. So, Deandra Dottin is going up against international players and still doing her thing. She would have scored what? She would have scored 69. I think she got 48. And, she was able to pick up 2 wickets. We also saw the former West Indies captain yesterday, that Stephanie Taylor, getting a half century. Also, shout out to Stephanie Taylor. She was able to pick up 61 not out as her team went down. So she got 61, but her team did not manage to win. So that is just a quick update on how some of the ladies are doing. And you know, we have been giving you guys information on the guys in the IPL. So it's only fair that I come and give you some information on the ladies. So gonna leave this one right here for now, my peeps. Big up.